Hello, this is ZDs. Welcome back to another Mario Maker 2 video, clearing more uncleared 2021 levels. Before we start on the 5 I actually cleared, I wanted to show you one that I passed up. You'll notice I looked right away at the clear check time was 7 minutes long. And they forced me to get a mushroom. And it's like, well, you can get under that block, but I don't like what I'm seeing here already. Got a key door and I gotta slide under this brick. I only have 2 blocks to do it in. It's not that easy. As a large Mario or a large Toadette. I got under there finally. Up corridor, not too bad, right? But I already can kind of sense what's coming up. Can you do this? It's possible. Wouldn't be very easy, but you have to do that every step of the way down. Get a key, get all the way back and do it the other way, and then get in the key door. That's all this level is. Literally all this level is. I started over for a couple of reasons. First of all, if you don't actually like die in a level, you can't boo it. Which I really wanted to boo it. But honestly, I'm really impressed that anyone can do this. Oh, this is what the hell is this level, man? This is you know, this is so crazy I can appreciate it. I do want to boo it, but it's like, man, more power to you for making this level and then spend 7 minutes uploading it. Wow, that is crazy. I can't believe anyone made that level. On to the first actual level, SWB Helix. Last week I played a course called Labyrinth X. Well, this guy had one more 2021 level uncleared, Labyrinth M. You might remember that was a 3D world level that was really hard and soft locked me very deliberately and meanly, and I booed it. Wasn't a horrible level really, but just some of the things he did made me very angry. The other level is a Super Mario World level. This one's quite a bit better, although I have been known to boo levels for hitting me with the spring and knocking me right into a saw, because you're always gonna die. This is a super expert level, but man, if you had this in Endless, I'd probably boo it and move on. I didn't right away though, and it's honestly not that bad of a level. I kind of liked it, so I do give this one a like. This is the only one I'm gonna like this video. I'm pretty sure I do boo everything else. It took me a while to figure out what I'm supposed to do right away. There's a Z down here, and I'm like thinking I have to Z down here. And there are 2 dry Bolton shells, but getting the second one doesn't really help me. And I think maybe I can get my way through this area. But as far as I can tell, you can't. You're kind of 2 blocks high as with that shell. You're not really, like maybe 1.5 blocks high. I don't know. What you actually have to do is you want to Z up here. And eventually I noticed that there were springs up there, and I'm like, oh, you're going up there. So you have to immediately jump from here, grab the second one, and jump from there. And Z jump into the second one is the best, the easiest way to do it. Kind of hits right where you want to go. And that's all it is. And honestly, I spent more time trying to figure that out than anything else in this level. Classic, does he have a parachute or not situation there. I figured there were blocks there. Short P balloon section, fine. There's no like timer, so this isn't a, you know, very hard. Could have done without it, but it's not very long either. Not a maze or anything. Some blue platforms, and I did not notice that door at first, and I ended up going backwards, and I'm like, oh, duh, I was already over here. I realized as soon as I jumped up there that I had done badly. But yeah, there's a door down there that I noticed. You can notice it right here. You can see it from the other side, too. I don't know why that other, platform is there, though. I don't know. Strange. Then we're at a checkpoint. Oh, kind of. We gotta go through the pipe. Goal is right above me, but I can't get there from where I am. He does block that pipe off, and I would have definitely tried to cheese it, because he gives me a POW. And actually, I think you're not supposed to do POW drops, but, like, I tried to bounce the POWs off the spring and jump off from there. I couldn't get any timing. So I sped this part up. For some reason, I could always get that one down there and to the left, which should be harder. Maybe because it's against a wall. And this one right here is doable, but you saw I actually hit it there, but I didn't get up there. I had way more problems with this one right here. I really couldn't do that. And then I tried. I was like, maybe I could just jump off of it. Maybe that's good enough. It's not. You can almost get up there, but you can't quite do it. It's not like I lost much. I hit a checkpoint before this room. I also did like experiment on whether I could get into the pipe anyway, which you can't. I did not read this situation very well. I thought I had to ride on the swamp, but you can kind of see that I can't do that. Or I thought I was supposed to ride on the swamp, I guess, and get knocked off into that spring. But there's actually just ground below there, which you can see when you're coming up that way. Every time I actually hit this POW drop, it probably took me like a minute or two to get it. And then the previous POW drop I got instantly. Yeah, you can see that from down there if you really pay attention. He does want you to kind of loop around the spike, but I just moved the spring so it's not as hard. No timers, so it's not like a rush to do that. This part, all you have to do is hold down. Oh, and then I didn't know this bomb thing was coming up. But luckily I got it on the first try. I was fast enough. And then this is what was here. That bone shell actually is on that rail. As soon as you spawn, it's gonna drop out. You can't catch it from anywhere else. But yeah, pretty good level. Definitely liked it more. There's no real cheat except for that first minute where you get killed by that spring. The first second. 911. Yeah, not a bad level at all. Honestly, the clear rate's not even that bad. I think that could be done in endless, in 30 lives. I don't know if I took more than that. It didn't have many tries when I started. The Super Mario Brothers level, Super Mario Brothers 1 level sucks. Oh god, everything sucks from here on. I think I can tell right away what kind of level it is. You see this hot garbage all the time with all kinds of clown cars. I'm only going to show a couple of tries and then the clear because it's the same thing. It took a long time for me to figure out a good strat. I tried to go up, but there are Koopalings up here. I'd rather deal with the Mech Koopas. There's a Bowser as well. So what I eventually did is I waited over here on the left, drew most guys over here. You see the Bowser throwing bombs over there. Eventually, I don't even take the clown car again. I'm shocked I didn't die there. That fireball went under me, apparently. Yeah, you get under these guys, and then the flag is blocked off. I still have to deal with the sun. There's some fireballs coming at me. The things above probably didn't even spawn, since I never went up. And I'm like, well, where's the damn... Is the switch way back there? And I'm like, oh, no, I saw it. Or actually, I think I didn't see it, and I thought maybe I should make sure it's not on the right side first. It is in the very, very top corner, which is hard to see. So yeah, that level sucked. That one took me like maybe a little over 15 minutes. Not that long, but a while. You saw it already had over 100 tries before I started. I probably like added another 50 tries to it. It was not easy at all. The comment there, cringe 1000. I've seen that kind of level so many times. It's ridiculous. The Super Mario Brothers 3 level, the floor is a fail. This is a don't leave the ground level. There's actually 2 ways you could do this, but it's concentrated on vines. But you'll notice one thing that really pisses me off is that he makes me wait for those flames every time, which is stupid. That doesn't need to be there. Clear condition covering that, so it's very hard to see. You notice a buzz there that tells me this is wrong. Actually, you can go this way. There's nothing wrong with it, really. It takes longer than going on the vines, though, so eventually I stopped doing that. I don't show many tries on this one either, because it's not a very long level. It's much like the last one. So you get to this point, and you see that there's a wall to my right, so I can't go any further. Am kind of able to see what's over there if I feel like it, but you could go drop down there and land on those vines. So you can go that way all the way, it's fine. The only challenge in this level, besides staying on janky vines, I hate vines, is that once you get this far, a Bonsai Bill spawns, and he takes up the whole screen where you can move. So it's like, what am I supposed to do? I tried a couple of times. So what you really have to do is go backwards. You have to spawn that guy, and I know exactly the frame he spawns on too. It's on this little vine if you get so far over. As soon as you hear that, there's like a boom sound, and then you can move. And then you get over here. But the problem is when you come back, he respawns. So I'm like, what am I supposed to do about that? Do I show a whole run of this one? I think I might. I do. Just to show you the vine route. I didn't really show it. But it's very easy. I could also boo this level because he puts these baby sounds on every goddamn vine. It's really annoying. Once in a while, dude. You don't have to do it every frame, every block. Much like the actual game, you put those sound effects on a certain square and it activates. Very annoying. So you get to the right side of this little vine he spawns. I go back. I feel like the way I did it was to not go to the left of that vine. Stay on the right side of that long vine. And then apparently he doesn't respawn. I thought if I did it fast enough, maybe. That might also be the case, but I tried that. I feel like it didn't work. Very annoying level, honestly. Not as bad as the last one, but yeah, both the Super Mario Brothers 1 and Super Mario Brothers 3 levels lose me on just being annoying. Not fun at all. Not super hard though. I'm sure it took me several lives. I don't know how many. But the clear rate's probably only expert, might be. And it's probably only an expert level. It's probably not a super expert level. Yeah, I didn't see how many I started with on that one. 3D, New Super Mario Bros. U level, NSMBU, is a phony speedrun. Which I'm fine with, honestly. I'd rather have that than an actually difficult speedrun. You know how bad the NSMBU speedruns can be. The final level of 2020, which was cleared a couple weeks ago, probably like a month ago when this video is coming out, was a very difficult, like 160-second NSMBU speedrun. Not a bad level either. You can find it on YouTube, I'm sure. Yeah, this one, if it were a actual speedrun, it might be annoying, but it's not bad. It's a bad level, but it's not a bad level. I'd much prefer this one than the previous two. Yeah, you want to get up here and wall jump, ground pound. You notice that there's a pipe at the beginning. That is nothing. I think it's just a red herring. It's a red pipe, but a red herring. You can't get back. It doesn't even go anywhere, so you can't cheese it. He probably wanted you to think you could cheese it. Or maybe he wanted to make you think that there was laps. But there's not. There's no red coins, so... Sometimes you might have to go through a whole stage and get a key and then go through the whole stage again or something like that. You just want to go faster here. Those ghosts are not a threat. Well, a little bit of a threat. There's a little bit of, not RNG, but timing, because you do need a shelmet. You might be able to twirl over those saws, but getting a shelmet is ideal. I lost my shelmet, it's fine. You don't need it. I always want it, though. If I can keep it. There's a checkpoint in this level as well. I didn't see what was going on here. A little bit of a blind jump, but here there are walls to jump off of, so it's not that big a deal. Another parachute, no parachute situation. You don't even need to follow him. And then we have the checkpoint. Yeah, this one's just kind of a mess. Subworld really sucks too. I don't know when I booted. I didn't catch that when I was editing. I think I already have though. I don't know. Maybe not. Might have been in the Subworld. It's just kind of a mess of a level. It's not the worst thing ever, but I really don't like the Subworld. A lot of blind jumps and stuff too. So we go in the Subworld, and there's another checkpoint. One thing this guy doesn't do is prevent me from going back. One spring on the left side of that pipe lets me go back in there without a problem. So I'm going back. I don't see any way to get there. The flag is blocked off. So I'm like, maybe I can't cheese it. But he does give me a shell and a POW, so I'm thinking about it already. Yeah, here's a speed run that I am totally not gonna do. You could jump over that muncher, but I'm like, I have a POW. Plus, you can't really get that POW down here either, so that's fine. So I see that he leaves a gap up here, and I'm like, well, I want to go up there, right? But I'm not even sure which way I'm supposed to go. I might have looked to see if that was a skip or not. But I lose my shelmet and I mess up, and I'm like, But the door actually just leads to the left, so you can skip it. Not a big time save or anything, but it does save some time. Kind of hard to get through there. You probably can't get through there with the shelmet, because your momentum will eventually hit the spike, but you can get up there with if you want to lose the shelmet. I don't even know if you're supposed to have a shelmet. So yeah, this is easy enough. It's just a bunch of garbage, but it's not bad. This part, you have to spin and then make sure you're going fast and then duck under these guys. I'm like, that seems hard. And I'm like, I don't know how much is left. It turns out there wasn't much left. I looked in the program at some point. I'm like, I think I could get to that flag. And, you know, having done a lot of POW drops on that Super Mario World stage, I'm like, well, I've had a lot of practice today. Let's do this. And I definitely figured out pretty quick that I could. It's a little hard because if you hit those spikes, it's difficult to get through there. But you can twirl and do stuff in New Super Mario Brothers that make it fairly easy. I probably tried like 4 times before I got it. I was hitting that POW drop like crazy though. I think I might have missed it once or so. Yeah, I just didn't want to go through that whole subworld sucks. It's not very fun. Just annoying. Wouldn't mind going back there and speedrunning it, but I'm not gonna do it. It's not worth it. Last level. This is actually a decent level, 110-second speedrun, but it's one of those speedruns that's quite on rails, where like you don't have a lot of control. Follow coin trails and stuff. My big problem with it is it's just patted up with sound effects in every situation. I hate these ninja sound effects so much. I realized I needed a key down there. That's really the reason that I boo it. The sound effects just bother me so much. Every step of the way. And some people really love that, but I hate it. That's a Japanese thing, but it's honestly, this is a good level. And yeah, you see these ninja sound effects. I'm like, I'm confused as to what to do. There aren't any coin trails right here. That would be nice. But yeah, you want to jump up. If you have the P speed, you can make it to that wall, and wall jump off that wall. Yeah, I think at a certain point I'm gonna do a run where I actually did really well, and then I get near enough the end where I'll just show the whole run after that. I boo it here. That's not why. I was gonna boo it anyway with those sound effects, but there was nothing unfair at that point. Yeah, look at the lantern sound effect. That's so much, man. Just calm down. It takes I feel like it takes a lot of effort to put sound effects in your level too. I don't. Some people must love it, but I hate it so much. I feel it's just so distracting. Yeah, there's a lot of like transitions and stuff here. It's really hard to see what's going on a lot of the time. But in all, it's not that bad. You get a POW. Once you go through that again, you can kill that thwomp. Yeah, it's every step of the way there's sound effects. It's just really annoying. It's very unfortunate because it's a good level. It's a good level, and it wouldn't even be a hard level. I mean, it is pretty hard. There's a lot of ways you could die, and a lot of like transitions where you can't quite figure out what's going on. I knew right away that I just had to run right on those guys. I could feel it. I'm like, that should work, right? Yeah, I would say this might be an expert level. There is a kind of a shell jump at the end, which is a little janky, but very on rails where it's set up for you. I don't know. It's a level that I wish were a little better. Honestly, like, it's one that I would probably take back the boo, but the sound effects just really bother me. I'll leave a note as such too. I'm just not a fan. And he does change up his we'll watch the whole run right now. He does change up the indicator there, and I didn't quite understand it. But I knew as soon as I died, I'm like, oh, I know what to do. Yeah, this is definitely when you die pretty much every step of the way, and then you have to play the whole thing again. But yeah, there's a lot of clever parts of this that I like a lot. Timer's fairly tight, I think. I believe I end with 1 second left. I don't do it perfectly either, so you probably end up with 3 seconds left, at least, if you did it perfect. Yeah, that spring doesn't really work that well. You gotta go back and hit it. I like that moment, the duck into the speed pad. That's always fun. You do a little crawl. Yeah, I definitely, I'm sure it probably is super expert. I did die a lot, but so close to a fun level. I also don't like the airship theme, and there's a couple of places where you can't see the ground, like especially right up front. There's you don't see that there's a hole in the ground, a pit. So I think this is as far as we've seen before. Yep, kill those guys. Not hard jumps. That brings you back to the beginning where there's a key. We kind of want to do the same thing. I did die to this skip squeak a few times because I wasn't doing the same thing as I was here. I really mess up. So yeah, you go past where that key box was, and there's key door down here. pretty easy to read here. Z jump. Here's the shell jump I'm talking about. It's mostly set up for you. There are, if you miss that, there are like Kaizo blocks, and then the P-switch jump, which I didn't know was coming actually. But I reacted pretty well there. That could easily killed me. Yeah, a level that I like, but certain design aspects I don't. If you've made it this far, thanks so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I will see you next week.